live here at the wrap-up of Clash Eve. What does that mean? That means that tomorrow's Clash of the Titans.
Hang on, wasn't this from the live stream? I don't think I ever actually explained what Clash of the Titans was. It's our premier gaming event. We're going to talk about this.
G'day and welcome to a special episode of Tech Adept Crafts. What is Clash? Sure, you've asked that just after that last little intro. Clash of the Titans is the tournament that my games club, the Cherrybrook Tech Adepts, runs nationally. This is a bunch of school kids who help run a national tournament. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty cool. But how about you take a look at the footage and see just how cool this tournament is.
The kids of the Games Club do a massive effort over the weekend. We first of all remove all of the furniture from the rooms and then reset it for the tournament. So each room has a number of gaming tables set up, either 4 foot by 4 foot or 4 foot by 6 foot. There are a number of game systems. We have to put all of our sign postage out so that people know where they're going. And we have a full canteen that we run as well, where we have a barbecue that runs over the weekend, run by the hospitality students. All the students over the weekend are volunteering their time. They earn their school service hours or community service hours for the school, but it's a wonderful thing that they do to donate their time. I want to say a massive thank you to our prize support team. We had really good deals from the Combat Company, Games Empire, The Print Goes Ever On, and we even had donations from ex-club members. Thank you very much, Ross.
So here we are with the Star Wars Legion TO. This is Jeremy. Jeremy, this is the first time we've had Star Wars at Clash. What have you thought?
I absolutely love it. I've done Clash personally in other games about 10 years ago. I'm a big fan. I'm glad that Star Wars Legion's actually here now.
It's wonderful to have you back. We tried to have Star Wars here in 2020, but that 2020 didn't really happen.
Anyway, there's nothing in 21 either. So.
No. So fantastic that we're here. Thank you so much. You've done an amazing job. Star Wars is looking absolutely cool. And the fact that we didn't actually provide any of the terrain or any of the boards is all thanks to you. You've done an amazing job, so thank you very much.
It's okay. That's what I do. So the big thing there is next year, because we've already talked about this, we will be having some definite Clash tables, as well as some We Are Legion tables, because we always supply our own tables, or we try to.
Yep.
And the only big takeaway that I've found from here is that the quality of tables is only going to get better than what it already is.
Yeah. Table quality has been fantastic this year, and I've really loved that. Anyway, thank you so much. Boards are looking amazing. People are looking like they're having a fantastic time, so cheers. See you guys.
Thank you, Jeremy. It was wonderful to finally have Star Wars Legion at Clash, and I think you can see from the looks on people's faces here, they all had a wonderful time, and I think everybody walked away with a prize. Unlike a lot of the other game systems, we don't have any specific Star Wars terrain. So Jeremy has brought all of this himself. A majority of it is 3D printed and painted up by himself. So that is a mammoth effort. Thank you. Jeremy, you're always welcome back.
$40K Juniors TO, first time TOing. David.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. It was a bit of a rush to get everything organized, especially around the AP3 period.
Yeah.
That was fun.
AP3 period is the half-yearly exams for Year 12. David is in the middle of his HSC exams this year. And in the middle of that, organizing a Junior 40K event.
We ended up getting everything mostly organized. That's good. And it's been running mostly smoothly since then.
It's great. So, what have you learned as a TO for today?
Prepare better and sooner.
That can always be good. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they having fun?
You having fun, guys?
You guys having fun?
You're having fun.
Yeah, they're having fun. in the thick of it, so it's wonderful. Anyway, doing a great job. I will have to say, as a first time TO, doing a great job.
Interesting.
Yeah. Get back to it. Cheers.
Not only was it David's first tournament as a tournament organizer, but it was also the first time that many of these kids had played in a tournament. Some had never even played a game of 40k, so it was a big learning curve for them. But these are the first miniatures that some of these kids have ever painted as well. I think they've done a massive job. It's great to see them all getting in there, having fun, and really just having a wonderful weekend. Can't wait for them to keep playing for the rest of the year.
So here we are with Owen, who is our 40k TO. First time TOing for us, but this is not your first time TOing, is it?
It is actually.
It is?
I have not TO'd before.
Wow, okay. So, first time TOing.
Yep.
But I definitely know you've been with us before. Where did you start your journey with Clash?
So I came to Clash when I was probably 13, 14 years old. I came to the juniors category. Cleaned it out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, you won very convincingly.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun as a kid here, and as I grew up, heard you guys were running it, I went back into the hobby, bought some elder models, came here, I think 2019.
Yep.
Clash 2019, that would have been before the lockdown.
Yep.
It was great. It was a good tournament to come back to, especially. You know, I've always loved that Clash is about hobby as well.
Yeah.
And sports, which is not something that
Very-
often gets rewarded.
Very heavy on sports, very heavy on the whole hobby aspect, not just win at all cost. So have you enjoyed running a tournament?
It's a mixed bag, honestly. Because you're watching other people roll dice the whole weekend,
And not playing.
if you're doing your job right, you shouldn't be playing.
No.
I'm lucky that most of the lads here are pretty savvy, so I can play this last round with a mate. But I have to step away from the table every now and then, just checking everything, see everything's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't had that many issues. Some of it's been like kind of newer sort of players coming back, and then some of the rules aren't what they expect.
Yeah.
So we have to work that out, and but it's been mostly smooth sailing.
Yeah, I know that feeling with having played so many editions. Like I go all the way back into Rogue Trader.
Yep.
So every time it's just like, what's changed now? I don't know.
Yep.
But this is a great way to actually learn and find out what those rule changes are. Get into a tournament.
Yep.
And it's a great way to learn.
100%. Yeah.
All right, cheers. Thank you for coming on board. You and Lee did a fantastic job getting 40k was sold out in a day.
Yes. That is. People are very keen to play 40k.
Amazing community support, and that's been wonderful.
All right. Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks, Anthony.
Owen and Lee actually stepped in at the last minute to fill the shoes of the previous TOs who just could not commit to running Clash this year, unfortunately. They were very disappointed about that, but Owen, Lee, and on the day, Jack, I think it was, they did an amazing job. These young guys have stepped in to fill the role of TO, and they've really done a great job. Hats off to you, boys. Well done.
Well, here we are. It is now 2 days after Clash, and Tom, only being on the first day of Clash, you have very graciously taken time out of your holidays to come and do this interview with me, so thank you very much for that.
No worries, man. Thanks for having me.
So, Tom, you've been running Warmer Hordes at Clash for how long now?
This was my 8th Clash running it, so 10 years from my first one till now, because we had the 2 years of no Clash happening because of the COVID pandemic. But it was so good to get it back up and running, I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah, yeah. Obviously something that everybody has been wishing has been there, has been so pleased to have it back. And I got to say, you've done a fantastic job with the Warmer Hordes crew.
Thanks, man.
It's one of those easy tick ones where we just go, ask Tom, yes, cool, done, we're in.
Yeah.
So it's always great to have you on board.
Thanks, man. Like Clash is such a different event. Like, you know, I've had my crack at running, you know, the holy triumvirate of big events in New South Wales, ACT.
Yeah.
Like in the last couple of years, I've run Moab, I've run CanCon, and I've run Clash. And I think that Clash is just it's an event that I'm going to step back from the other ones, but I want to, you know, Clash will be one that I don't drop because the vibe is so different. It's very much a community event. Yeah. You know, this is the event where, you know, like everybody gets to come, they can play at the level they want to play as well, which I really, really appreciate. Like, you know, we have guys that come and play, high level competitive stuff. But we also had Muppets who haven't played in 3 years and rocking up for their first games of War Machine, in that much time. And it's really great to be able to reach all aspects of the community with a single event. And that's what I've really, really missed.
Yeah, that when you've just hit it absolutely on the head as to what Clash is all about. It's that community. It's a very family orientated vibe that we go for at Clash, and I really do think that the Warmer Hoods community definitely brings that, and you bring that.
Thanks.
And the way that you were inviting of all the club kids coming in and playing, they had an absolute blast.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. A good event, you walk away from that and you're like, oh man, I can't wait to play my next game. You walk out having played for 8 hours straight, and you're like, all right, let's line up our next game because that's how good that experience was, and that's what we want to achieve with it.
Well, that's exactly what the boys did. They were around here. We did a little barbecue. David and Emma invited some friends, and then David's friends stayed and they played some games together. It was like, that was really cool.
Excellent. I'm just going to screw how much I love Clash. But the other thing that I love is how immersive the event is as well. There's the community aspect, but then the hobby aspect and the boards that we're able to put together is just it's so head and shoulders above what you see at other big events. I don't think there's any other club in Australia where you would see entire events where 3D printed terrain is being thrown on that's completely painted and all that sort of stuff. And I think that's really special and definitely something that we want to keep promoting, because that I'd love to see that become a standard within the community. And the feedback has been like, oh my god, that looks unreal. And I think it's good for people to see that, because I think War Machine for a long time has had the reputation of playing with 2D terrain, like neoprene cut terrain, which whilst very functional, it doesn't add a lot of immersion into the game. And seeing people turn around and not being like, why aren't you playing with 2D terrain, but actually that looks mad, how do we get some? Or let's try and get that sort of thing happening. I think that's good. That's the direction we want to see things head, right?
That's great. That's great. So what's your biggest takeaway from this year's Clash?
This year's Clash, biggest takeaway is timing is everything. We definitely for both the positives and the unfortunate circumstances we had this year. I think that us moving away from other big events timeline-wise, I think it made the process of us planning and trying to get people to sign up, the people that were going to sign up, was a much easier process. So unfortunately, on the Warmer Hood sort of thing, we had a gigantic tournament 2 weeks before, which was a one-off thing, and hopefully we'll have a bit of an upswing next year.
They got time to build up their brownie points.
Exactly right. But I think that so that was sort of very much a logistical takeaway from it. Is that was our biggest change this year, and I think that we all saw the benefit from that. But I think the biggest takeaway is just how good a tournament or a big event is for just reaching out and meeting new people and getting people and there's lots of benefits to that. The word tournament can be seen as an overly competitive thing, and certainly some game systems can get a reputation based on the concept of a competitive tournament scene. But done right, a tournament is really and this is very much the way that I look at them. A tournament's an excuse to go and play 3 games in a day. You really enjoy, you should enjoy playing a game you play. And hey, a tournament's a bit of a spoil because it's you're feeling spoiled on the day because I get to play it 3 times. And when that is being then paired up with making some new friends and having that positive vibe in the community, or teaching somebody something new, that's where the real value. That's why we do this sort of thing.
Plug for you. It's
Tomo Paints.
Tomo Paints on Instagram. Tomo Paints on Instagram. Look up his stuff. It's amazing. Fantastic paint works.
Thanks, man.
I love looking at your work every time. It's like, another thing from Tom.
Thanks,
That's
man.
Great. All right, looking forward to next year.
Dude, I can't wait. Let's start planning it as soon as possible. Always.
Done.
Cheers, man.
We're on.
Cool.
Clash Road to 23. Here we go.
Absolutely starts in 22.
This is the end of the day for Clash. We're here with Josh Coleman. He is TO extraordinaire. This man flies up from Melbourne to run our event. I absolutely love you, Josh. You've been doing this. How many years have you been running the Clash?
Oh, this is
Mesba. He runs Middle Earth strategy battles. I didn't even say that.
Yeah, no, I've been. God, I think this would have been my 3rd year, I think, running it, possibly my 4th. But we missed two in between.
Yeah,
unfortunately. But
I think you've done 4.
I think I have.
Yeah.
But 18, 19. No, it would have been 18, 19. We didn't get 20, and then.
Oh, okay.
So 3. But Yeah, I mean, I started coming up in 2012 to play the tournament for Melbourne.
Yeah.
Horrible story about the train. We'll talk about that later.
I think I remember that story. Yeah.
Yeah. So 12, 13, 14. I missed a year in 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and now 22. So I've been to 9.
Yeah.
So, and I've either been running it or playing in it. Now I've won all I can win. I don't care about winning anymore. And now it's about providing everybody else and running the tournament and actually having a good time. So and make sure others have a good time as well.
Having seen the players over the weekend, I can assure you they're all having a good time. So that is, the atmosphere here in the Mesba camp is absolutely community, family oriented, which that's what I'm about. The whole clash, everything that we do is all about that sort of community and family spirit, and you bring it in spades.
Yeah, we're all about the hobby. Like, I think we boasted this entire weekend, everybody's army was fully painted. That's something that we've been bringing to the table now for quite a number of years, like actually getting people involved, painting up what they're doing, having a bit of pride in their hobby. Yeah. But then it's also about the new players. Like this year we had 15 new players for the tournament, and 5 of them had never done a tournament before. Wow. So it was really exciting to get them to come along, have a good time. And the great thing was, we've got some lovely tables, like all the 40k players, all the War Machine players, Star Wars Legion, they all walked past, they were all like, oh man, these tables are so nice. So, like, we take a huge...
Thank you, Ian Lovecraft, for all of your terrain.
Yes, we called it Cuirass Galadin, or the Lothlorien base. We use that as a table, so some of those sculpts are quite amazing. Yeah. No, it's great. Like, everyone gets so involved. We all pack up and do the tables. Like, all of the players, we hadn't even finished marking results, and the players had packed up everything and sent it away. It's just part of what we do as a community. Yeah. We know that everyone's providing that. We want to try and help everybody and keep it going.
Yeah. No, the middle of players are fantastic in this. I mean, I love all the players that do come to Clash. It's amazing the way that they get in and help. And it didn't used to always be like that. We had some game systems that were a bit funny about actually pitching in and help, but never has that been the case with Middle-earth. They've always jumped in, moved boards, moved tables, stacked chairs, reset the rooms, taken garbage bins. It's been like that. That's been the Middle-earth community the whole way through.
And it just keeps growing. Like, the first year that I came out, 2012, there was only 12 players. Yeah. Next year was 16. I think the year after that was 24, and then it just started to jump up and up. We consistently got over 40 players. And it's not just the same people. There's new people. We had 4 people from the ACT drive up to participate. We had 8 from Victoria, including myself. So
we didn't have any Western Australians this time, did we?
No, the WA, they're still worried about their own borders at the moment.
But we've had, I think, 5 states represented in the Middle-earth tournament before. I think we've had the 5 states over years, not all at once. The most we've ever had was WA, Queensland, and Vic. With us, so there would have been 4. The ACT, WA, Queensland,
Vic, New South Wales.
But
no, I
ACT.
didn't get any of that year.
No, okay, all right.
But semantics. The good news is that we get people from every place.
Oh, we've already been through the antics. That was the Saturday night. Anyway.
Yeah. So, but no, it's quite good. Army's changed, the models changed, the prize and everything are really cool as well. It's just been and overall a great experience, and one that I'm quite happy to, even after all these years, keep contributing to and helping everybody out with, so that's been nice. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Have a good trip back to Melbourne.
Will do. Hopefully get some sleep.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
I'll trade you.
Alrighty.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
To all the players in the Middle-earth community that come and play at Clash, we love you guys. From your suiting up on the Saturday to the antics on the Saturday nights, we love you guys. We also run a second-hand stall at Clash. You'll never know what you'll find in there, from old members to new members to old minis to new minis. You never know. We also run a full canteen over the weekend. This is a huge undertaking that is primarily run just by the kids. And I'd like to say a massive thank you to them.
Liam Daddy, Theatre Clash.
Another one done.
Another one done. All right. What are our takeaways from this weekend?
Well, I was only hit a disappointing 55,000 steps since Friday night because I wasn't there for the initial stuff.
Yeah,
but,
so let's not guess mine.
Yeah. It has been another smooth year. It was very interesting in terms of the logistics, in terms of the turnaround and the cap.
Yeah.
But
6 weeks. We've done Clash in 6 weeks. Normally we'll do it in 3 months, but we have organised this in 6 weeks. And I've got to say, that comes down to the help, your help, the help from Dale, from Port, in all of the IT stuff, from the TOs, like Josh, who's still over in the background, and all of them. It's been non-stop work, but
it's
gone well.
It's been a journey in the sense that like we've been running it for years now. This is my Clash 14, not 15. But we used to start preparing in May-ish and having meetings in April, basically, for Clash to run in February. So it's almost 2 months worth of work and planning that used to go into Clash. And obviously we still would like to put more than 6 weeks, but it's a testament to the fact that it's becoming a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, we roughly know what we're doing, and it just slides straight in. I mean, 2 years without it has been very hard. Very hard. It's one of those things that, personally, I love running Clash. It's something that gives me so much joy to see everybody coming together and playing, the community that is there, giving out the prizes is just fantastic. I love it. I really do love it.
There sure has been a Clash-sized hole in my heart for the last 2 years. So getting a chance to see everyone and just get back into the swing of it has been a really nice opportunity over the weekend.
Yeah. So from the Clash team, guys, we'll see you in 2023. Come and join us. The Road to Clash starts now.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little snapshot into what was a very hectic weekend and a really tight turnaround for a 6-week preparation. Yeah, you might say 2 years preparation, but 6 weeks from the time we got the go-ahead to run Clash at school to when it was on. I want to say a big thank you to all the TOs. You guys did an amazing job, and Clash would not have run without you, so I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'd like to thank the school. Obviously, it is not going to run without the support of the school. So Cherrybrook Technology High School and my principal, Gary Johnson, you guys have my absolute thanks. Don't forget, you can support TAC over on Patreon at patreon.com/TechAdeptCrafts. The TAC Patreon does go towards supporting Anala. So if you'd like to help support Anala, which helps people with Down syndrome and a number of other physical disabilities, helps them with housing, helps them with finding jobs. It's a really wonderful organisation. Jump on over to Patreon and join us as one of the Hobby Goodness followers, or throw a coin to the bard, or come and join the full tackle. Until next time, keep hobbying, and we'll hopefully see you at the next Clash. Cheers, guys.